his new skill, Paralyzing Claw. After a flurry of attacks, the spider was paralyzed again, but after several rounds of damage, the spider had only lost half its HP, and it triggered a crimson rage state. Jack immediately tensed up. His instincts told him he couldn't win. He had to run right now. He used roll to speed away, but the moment its paralysis wore off, the spider chased after him. Suddenly he remembered his newly evolved flight ability, so he flapped his wings and leapt upward, but because his wings weren't fully developed and his flight level was too low, he only lifted off a few times before falling back down. Helpless, he continued fleeing. 10 minutes passed, and the crimson spider was still relentlessly chasing him. During this time, his roll skill rose to level 3, making him noticeably faster, but he still couldn't shake off the pursuer. Only when a cliff appeared ahead did he finally see a chance. Using the momentum from roll, Jack glided with the wind, barely making it across the cliff, but just as he breathed a sigh of relief, he looked back and saw the spider had vanished. A strand of its web still hung from the cliff edge. He hadn't expected it to cross the cliff too, so the chase continued. His roll skill rose to level 4, and he crushed 60 or 70 weak monsters along the way. The experience raised Jack's level to 8, and his stats increased significantly. Feeling the surge of power, he turned and stopped. Battle intent flared in his eyes. This time, he was ready to face the crimson spider head-on. After defeating the powerful foe, Jack's flame breath rose to level 3. Since the finishing blow was dealt with his tail, he gained a new skill, Dragon Tail. As for the long-awaited human transformation art, the system still showed no response. Meanwhile, a villager spotted the missing swordsman during the day, but he lingered outside the village only briefly before leaving. Lisa wanted to go search for him, but the elf firmly stopped her. She said she had already asked the guild to investigate. Searching for people must be left to adventurers. The next day, Jack set out full of energy to level up, but he immediately ran into a strange slime-like monster. Following the principle that even small prey gives experience, Jack prepared to attack the slime, but when he tried to check its stats, something went wrong. Not only did he fail to see any information, his eyes were hit with sharp pain. The system warned that level 3 appraisal couldn't retrieve the data, while his eyes still stung. Jack's appraisal suddenly rose to level 6 or 7. He finally glimpsed a corner of the creature's status panel, and that single glance made him collapse on the spot.